don't repeat the things again and again. Okay. Yesterday I taught you how to log in, and today you're not asked also. Okay. So the trainers are here to help you all. Okay. Fine. Okay. Once again, good afternoon. So no need of earphone. Bluetooth, no need. Since you're in the offline, no need of Bluetooth. Okay. You can you can hear me, right? Okay, fine. So fine. So let us come back. So today we are going to discuss about the last class and all. We have discussed debit note as well as credit note, and also basic stuffings of accounting cycles and all. Am I right? So today we are going to learn about the journal entry. Okay. So what do you mean by journal entry? So as already we discussed that journal entry is nothing that the bookkeeping. So the day-to-day transaction you're going to record in that. So as let us go ahead with this. Book of original entry transaction are recorded in chronological order means day to day transaction from the morning to evening whatever the transaction you are doing everything you are going to recording in the books of account and details records of all business transaction. So detailed record of all business transaction means so with the narration also you'll be going to writing. I just take it as example. So purchase of furniture of rupees 50,000. So here furniture account debit cash or bank account going to credit. So 50,000 in the debit side as well as 50,000 in the credit side. And also you are going to write the narration also. I think you'll be familiar with that. So being purchase furniture from XYZ company limited. So that is what about the narration. So why we'll be using this narration means sometimes we won't be much familiar with the transaction means we can easily see the narration and we can get the clarity about that. So that's the sake we are going to use the narration. Okay. So already we know that each and every transaction or each and every statement, the accounts, what and all the accounts we are making, the debit side as well as the credit side should be equal. Okay. So this is what about the format which you are seeing date, particular, ledger folio, debit side as well as the credit side. So this is a manual. If you're preparing means you can go ahead with this. So if you're using a software means it will be a completely different. You will be having a single entry transaction and double entry mode. So you can go ahead with that. Okay. So let us go ahead with the case study. These are the transaction of this month can be journalized it for me. Okay. So they are asking, requesting for you all to journalize for this month transaction. So let us go ahead with the case study now. John is a sole proprietor dealt in the stationery item in Chennai. He opened a bank account in ICICI Bank and facilitated all the transaction through his bank account. So the first transaction is he started a business with a capital of rupees 10 lakh and deposited in the bank, ICICI Bank. What is the journal entry for this? Huh? Can you see the case study there in your screen, meeting screen? You can't see. Okay, sorry. So can you see now? Okay. Yes. First transaction. Very good. So ICICI bank account debited to capital account. So you can see the answer also. So this is what about the answer. Okay, ICICI bank account debited to capital account, and you're going to write the narration. Okay. So next, rented building by giving rupees 5 lakh as a security deposit. What is the journal entry for this? Read the question, understand, and answer me. Okay. No. So security deposit account data to deposit account data to which account? ICIC bank account. Since if they are particularly they have mentioned the cash means you can go ahead with that, and if they mention the credit means you can go ahead with the credit. So if they didn't mention anything means you can just follow the ICIC bank account itself. Is that clear? Why late, Bhanupriya?
I'm sorry. We had some internet problem in our home. That's why.
Okay, 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 fine.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, fine. So let us go ahead with the next. So, okay, you can see the next transaction. So, bought furniture of rupees 1,50,000. What is the journal entry for this? Narration no need. Okay, so you can make it as a furniture account data to ICIC bank account. Okay, so took a bank loan from PNB 3 lakh and received the amount in PNB bank loan. What is the journal entry for this? And Banupriya, you can also try.
Yeah.
What is the journal entry for this? For the fourth entry. So they have taken the loan from the PNB bank
And
and
then
they are depositing to the PNB bank itself.
yeah,
What is debited and what is credited?
both are same. Debit is equal to credit.
You have to tell the journal entry.
Okay. Journal entry means first date will come.
Don't date, you can tell the transaction. That's it.
Okay, that I don't know to do. Even I wanted to ask that doubt because you guys are talking in that banking
Yes,
terms, right?
so that's why you have to join early, okay? Because already I have done with the journal entry. I started actually.
Okay, okay. I'm so sorry then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, fine.
Hmm.
So you can see that what and all now we started a business of capital rupees 1 lakh 10 lakh. So the journal entry will be ICIC bank account data to capital accounts. Okay. So rental bidding by giving a 5 lakh security deposit. For this, the answer will be security deposit account data to ICIC bank account
Can
because
you write and show if you don't mind?
yes, if you want, you can take answers. Can you see the answers? Hello,
What is the DR? What does it mean?
debit.
Huh?
Debit, debtor.
Debtor.
Mm.
Okay. See, I don't know the basic of accounting also. That's why.
Yes. So that is what yesterday I taught you, right? The day, what is the meaning of debit as well as a credit?
No, that I know, but this DR I didn't know.
Yes, DR is nothing but debit. Okay.
DR is debit. Huh?
ICIC bank account debited to capital account.
Okay. LF is
That is ledger folio, which are the ledgers you're following, which ledger it belongs to. First ledger, second ledger, which we won't be follow this ledger folio. Just leave that debit as well as credit.
okay.
Done?
Okay. I will take the screenshot. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So took a loan from the PNB bank receive account. So the journal entry will be PNB bank account data to ICI PNB bank loan account. Okay, so the amount will be 3 lakh and 3 lakh. Took a bank loan, so that's why the transaction will be PNB bank account debited to PNB bank loan account. Okay, so the next will be purchase goods worth rupees 75,000. So since it's of expenses, purchase account will be debited and ICIC bank account will be going to be credited. Okay. So the next, let us see the next transaction. So sold goods worth rupees 1,20,000. What is the journal entry for this? Expenses and all will come under the debit. Incomes and all will comes under the credit. Now tell me the transaction for that. What? expenses and all debit, incomes and all it's credit.
So your voice is breaking. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, one word is getting lost.
Expenses and all debit and incomes and all credit. Okay. Yes. So sold goods worth rupees 1,20,000. It means the transaction will be ICICI bank account data to sales account. Okay. The amount will be you're going to put for the debit as well as credit. So since always the debit side as well as the credit side should be equal, you have to maintain that. Okay. And purchase goods worth rupees 1 lakh on credit, from Mr. Novelty Inc. So they have particularly mentioned here credit. Credit means paying later. Okay. So they will be paying later. So credit, that is so they'll be buying a particular products and they'll pay later. So that is about the credit. So purchase goods of rupees 1 lakh. So you'll be mentioning as a purchase account data to Mr. Novelty Inc. account. Okay. So the next will be salary paid to 35,000 to the employees from PNB bank account. So it's expenses. So salary account data to PNB bank account. Okay. So electricity charges account. So electricity charges account data to ICIC bank account. As expenses and all will come under the debit. Okay. Freight charge. So freight also it's a expenses. So freight account data to ICIC bank account. So if they are particularly mentioned as a bank means you have to like cash means you have to go ahead with the cash. And also you can see that so ICIC bank and facilitated all transaction through this bank account. Through this bank account itself, each and every transaction as done, so you have to follow the ICIC bank account itself. And also, if they particularly mention that credit or like you can see that credit. So if they mention that means it will be automatically. So they will be going to pay later. Okay. And freight also it's a expenses. So that's why we are going to take in the debit side. Okay. Freight paid of rupees 3,500. So freight paid account data to ICIC bank account. The last will be sold goods of rupees 75,000 to Mr. Venugopal for the immediate payment, 32,000 and balance on credit. Here, what is the thing is happening means, so he has to pay 75,000, but he paid only 32,000. Remaining is a credit. He'll be paying later. So here you have to record as a double entry. The transaction will be Venugopal account data to how much? 32,000 and ICIC bank account data to 32,000 and Venugopal account because always the debit side and the credit side should be equal. So remaining amount 75,000 minus 32,000 means it will be 43,000. Am I right? So that will be going to debit. So Venugopal account will be that 43,000 will be left over and the credit. So credit means sales account will be going to credit. The total amount will be 75,000. So you can take a snapshot of this. Later you guys can work. Let me show you the answers also. You can transaction furniture account data to ICIC bank account. So purchase account data to ICIC bank account. ICICI account data to sales account. You can see that if you're purchasing means obviously it will come under the debit side. If you're selling means automatically you can see comes under the credit side. Did you got a difference? Yes, expenses will comes under the debit side and incomes will comes under the credit side. Okay. For the last transaction, let me show you. So that you guys have to do. Okay. So you can see Mr. Venugopal account 43. As I said you, this is a dual entry. So you can see Mr. Venugopal account data to the remaining amount. He paid only 32,000. So the remaining is 43,000. You will be going to pay in the credit form, and the total will be, so both the side it should be equal 75,000, 75,000. Is that clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯ?
No, ma'am.
No ma'am means what you did not understood.
No.
Huh? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, tell me. What you did not
Mm.
understood?
I did not understand how the terms you wrote, the debtor and all. I did not know it before.
Yesterday itself I taught you, right? What is the meaning of debit and what is the meaning
Debit
of
and
credit?
credit, I know, but
Yeah. The same thing you're going to implement here also. See the question carefully, understand that, and later you can work on that. Okay.
yeah,
So you can see that journal entry is a books of original entry. Transaction are recorded in chronological order. Already I have said you this. So the day-to-day transaction we are going to record, and also this is the format which we are going to use, guys. And debit as well as credit. Why will be going to consider means? So here you can see. And also yesterday I gave the golden modern rules of accounting approach. Am I right? Did you all gone through that? Yes.
yes,
So if
yes,
it is a debited means debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. In simple word, I can say that debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Now, did you understood, Banu?
yes, yes,
So in the credit side, each and every income, sales, if you are doing a sales means obviously it's an income for you. So in that situation, what you're going to do means if you just take it as an example, sold goods worth rupees 1 lakh. So the transaction will be ICIC bank account. So for which account you're transferring, for whom you're transferring, that will be going to debit, and who is transferring. So that will be going to be credit. Okay. So since you are receiving the money means it will be going to come under the credit. If you are purchasing means it will come under the debit. Okay. Each and every time you have to think from your point. Is that clear?
okay.
Okay, let me go for the next concept. So next will be the ledger account. So what do you mean by ledger? So these and all the stuffings we have learned. Now we are going in depthly, guys. You can tell me that what is the meaning of ledger? No. So ledger account is nothing that accounting gets. Already you guys have made the journal entry. The journal entry is ready. The day-to-day transaction you have made it ready. Based on that, you're going to create a accounting gets. Ledger is a you're going to create a accounting heads. So let me explain it theoretically. So principal books of accounts. So principal means we will be going to follow that. So which and all the things will come under the debit side, we'll be going to make it bifurcate. We are going to divide from the journal entries. So in the journal entries, we will be going to do day-to-day transaction. We are going to record chronologically. Am I right? So, but here we are going to bifurcate what and all is debited. We'll be going to put in the debit, and what and all is credited means we'll be going to bifurcate both. We are going to bifurcate both the debit side as well as the credit side. Okay. So that's why principle of book of account, because we'll be following a rules. So the debit aspect has to come in the debit side itself, and credit aspects has to come under the credit side itself. So that's why, and it is T-shaped statement. Left hand side will be call it as a debit side, and right hand side will be call it as a credit note. Okay, credit side. Okay, and transferring the entries from the journal entry. So if you're done with the journal entries means those transaction you are going to transfer to the ledger posting. Here they have given the best example for you. So sales account, purchase account, this and all we have done right now, I guess. Do you all remember that? So while creating journals, I told you all that purchase, sales, and all, right. The same thing that will be your accounting get. So sales account, purchase account, cash account, depreciation, salary, wages. So these and all are accounting heads. So these things we are going to record under the particular ledgers. Okay. So this is about the format which we'll be going to use. So date, particular ledger journal for you, as well as amount, date, particular journal for you, amount. Okay, fine. So year. accounting type. So here already what and all the things will come under the
Can
asset.
you go back, please, to
Yes,
the previous slide? Okay.
Banu.
Yeah, yeah. Done, done.
Okay. So here you can see that account type. So assets, what and all will comes under the assets. It can be a cash or it can be a receivables, as well as what and all will comes under the fixed assets, machineries, plant and assets. So everything will come under the asset side. So those stuffings will you're going to record it under the debit side. Liabilities will come continuous in process, so you're going to pay long time. It can be a gst, it and the rent. So what and all is continuous in nature, so that will comes under the liability. You're going to record it under the credit side. So capital, you're going to record it under the credit. Revenue, you are going to record it in the credit. Expenses is you're going to record it in the debit. And drawings, you're going to record it in the debit. So these stuffings in the last class we have discussed. The same thing, they have given the note for you, for your reference they have given. So it's very very important. So which and all the accounts will come in which sector, which like whether it's in the debit side or a credit side. So this is how you're going to analyze. Is that clear, Banu?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are ledger is bifurcated or classified into two accounts. One is a permanent account and another one is a temporary account. So in the permanent account will be balanced and carried forward for the next accounting period. Balance are shown as a balance sheet, like assets. Whenever you'll be going to purchase assets related to the asset, if you have any transaction, or a liabilities if you have any transaction, capital if you have any transaction, means those stuffings will be carried forward for the next year. And when it comes for the temporary accounts, so temporary accounts, you can see that closed at the end of the accounting period by transferring a balance to the trading and profit and loss account. You're going to transfer the balance amount to trading and profit and loss account. Okay, so here you can see what and all will be temporarily will be available, means income and expenses. I can say the best example as a, so if you purchase a laptop for this year, means obviously you will be going to use for the next year also. Am I right? You are not going to throw that. So that is the asset you're going to carry for the next year. So same like that liability. So if you're paying gst, means so it is continuous in process, regular in nature. Am I right? So if you're completed with this year, whether you're going to stop, if you stop,
No.
means obviously the in it department will come and they will give the penalty. You have to pay the penalty. So that is how it will be. So it is also for the next year also. If the financial year start, means obviously you have to continuously you have to pay based on the income generated. Okay, and capital is which is already ready to invest. So capital amount you already you have invested, and in that particularly if your leftover amount is there, means that amount also you're going to carry for the next year. Okay, already I said you that the financial year it will be going to start at first for 2027, and it will be go 26 and 27 31st March 2027 it will be going to end. So in that particular periods, in the March month, what and all we have carried till March, what and all we have carried, everything we are going to carry for the next, the remaining things will be going to carry forward for the next financial year. Okay, but we can't able to carry these two items, that is a income and expenses. Okay, Banu, understood?
Yeah, yeah.
So here they have given the same case study, guys. So which already done with the journal entries. Here also same case study. But what you have to do means you can analyze. So same case study, you have to prepare by yourself the journal entries, ledger, and also trial balance. So same case study based on that. Let me explain later. I'll be going to explain trial balance. Don't worry about that. So now I'll be explaining the basic stuffings of ledger. So based on that, by using the same case study, you're going to do by yourself. Okay, so the same case study, let us go ahead with that. You can see that he started a business with capital of rupees 10 lakh and deposited in ICICI bank. You can see there is a two accounts. Okay, one is a capital and another one is a ICICI bank account. So two ledgers we have. So you can, you what you have to do means you have to create that it as a separately. Okay, so you can see that the format. So debit all incomes and gains, credit all expenses and losses. Hello, Banu, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, in the debit side, you will be going to record all the incomes. So you can see that through ICICI bank account, what and all the transaction you have made, everything you are going to record here. Okay, as already I said you that debit side as well as the credit side should be equal. So the remaining amount you will be going to carry forward for the credit side. Okay, because it is not tallied in the credit side. So you can see that the balance will be carried for the next, like as already said you that, so assets, liabilities and capital we will be going to carry for the next year. So here also you can see the capital also is there, assets also is there, and each and everything we are going to carry for the next year. So that's why balance carried down 4,18,000. Same as well as capital account, you're going to bifurcate that. So it will be this is also going to be carried down. Okay, and security deposit account, so this is also will be going to carry down. Furniture account, so this is also will be going to carry down for the next financial year. And PNB bank loan account, so this is also going to be carried down for the profit and loss account. Okay, so PNB. So what and all the assets, if you are while seeing a question, if you feel that it's a asset, it is continuous in nature, you have to carry forward for the next year means it and all will be carry forward. Okay, so you can see your purchase. So if you purchase particular product, again what you're going to do, raw material you're going to convert into finished goods and again you're going to sell that. Am I right? So those stuffings you're going to carry for the profit and loss account. Can you see that? So here also you can see salary. Salary also you're going to carry forward, and also sales also you're going to carry forward, and freight charges also you're going to carry forward. So this is how it will be going to work. Is that clear? Any doubts with the ledger? So the task for you is you have to analyze the case study, and based on that you are going to pass the transaction. Is that clear, Banu?
Yeah, I'll try.
Try to do. Okay, so anyway, so if you have if you have any doubt means you can contact me, and I'll be explaining tomorrow also if you have any doubts means. Okay, so try to do journal entries and ledgers based on the same question.
Okay.
But did you understood the concept, Banu?
Yeah, I understood the concept, but I'm not sure about that entries, journal and ledger entries. Journal is fine, ledger, I don't know.
So what you have recorded, those things you are going to do bifurcate. ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ICICI ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ ಅದರ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಇಯರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇದೆ, ICICI ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಡೆಪಾಸಿಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಗಳು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ PNB ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಲೋನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, PNB ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದರ ಒಂದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು ನೀವು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಟಿ ಇಂಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಇದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವೆಲ್ಟಿ ಇಂಕ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಲೆಡ್ಜರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಲೆಡ್ಜರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ PNB ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಲೆಡ್ಜರು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ಫ್ರೈಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಲೆಡ್ಜರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ.
ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. So this is about the ledger. Let us go ahead with the next. Next we have a trial balance. So as already I have said you that trial balance is, so which is trial error. So for the trialing purpose, which is not compulsory, it's up to you. If you want to make comments you can do, or else you can just leave, that's up to you. So let us go ahead with them. You can see that trial balance is a bookkeeping worksheet. It is a worksheet with the two columns, one for debit side and another for a credit side. Okay, and it ensure that arithmetic accuracy of the accounts. So sometimes we'll be going to miss the zeros, sometimes we'll be going to miss some figures. So in that particular time you can just go ahead with that and you can cross verify and prepare using the closing balances for the all the ledgers. So what and all the ledgers you have done and you have closed, so everything we are going to carry for this trial balance. And the sum of the total debit balance as credit balance should be equal. As already we know that debit as well as the credit side should be equal, and not a part of the financial statement can be prepared at the time based on the requirement. If you want, you can go ahead with this, or else if you don't want, you can just leave this. It's a just trial for your sake. If you do this means it's best actually, because so we can easily analyze what the thing you have made a wrong. So that's why we'll be going to use the trial balance. Okay, so this is about the same as ledger. If you want, you can take a snapshot. Asset, debits, liability, credit, capital credit, revenue credit, expenses will come under debit, drawings will come under the debit. So this is about the trial balance format. Account, which account you are doing, as well as account name, debit side as well as credit side. Okay, those what and all you have recorded, and you have maintained the carried down profit and loss account and all you made, right? So those stuffings will be recorded here. So I'll show you that the same question. So you're going to do the trial balance like this. So do you all remember that ICIC bank account leftover amount carried down? Yes, we have minus with a debit as well as credit, and the leftover amount. Yes. So always the debit side and credit side should be equal. So the carried amount you can see. So debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Okay. So here in the debit side, what and all you have made, the expenses you have recorded, everything will come under the debit side. In the credit side, what and all the incomes you have done, everything will come under the credit side. Okay, so but the total has to be matched. Debit side as well as the credit side should be matched. So then your account is ready. So or else you will be going to check once again where you made a mistake. Okay, so understood, Bhanupriya?
Yeah.
Okay, take a snap. Already you have a case study. So this is about the answer. Okay, but please try to do by yourself. Don't copy the answers. Okay, one sec, guys. Okay, fine. Come back. Okay, so let us go ahead with the next. So accurate concept. What do you mean by accurate concept? Any idea? No idea. Forgot. ಸ್ಕೂಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. Okay. Okay, so accrual concept. So accrual concept is we have bifurcated into two things. One is a cash basis and accrual basis. So I can give the best example. So ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ? Okay, fine. So can I explain in Kannada, Banu? So that you
Yeah.
can understand it
Yes, ma'am, but your voice is echoing.
better. Echoing. How come?
Hmm.
Okay, let me rejoin once again. Okay. Now, are you clear?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Fine then. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so accrual concept is nothing that. So once again, let me share my screen. Fine. So we have one cash basis and credit basis. So cash transaction. So if you're doing a just take it as an example. So if you go for bakery, if you purchase anything means obviously immediately you're going to pay. Am I right? So that is what a cash basis. There won't be any due dates or end date to pay that amount. Okay, immediate payment. You can see that entries in the books of accounts are made when the cash is received or paid, and not when it is receipt or a payment become due. Okay, so we won't be waiting for the due date, so we will be paying immediately. So that is what about the cash basis. Okay, when it comes to accrual concept means, so you can see that entries in the books of accounts are recorded for the period in which they are accrued than when money is received or paid. So I can say best example as a newspaper bill. Am I right? Newspaper bill as well as electricity bill. So you'll be, so we will be getting a benefit, but we'll be paying later. Am I right? So that is what a accrual based. Banu understood?
Yes.
Okay. So example, electricity bill as well as rent as well as newspaper bill. So these and all the things will water bill. This and all will be known as a accrual concept, accrual based. Okay. So because we will be first we'll be getting a benefit, later we will be getting a payment. Okay, so revenues are expenses when they are earned, not when they are received in cash, and expenses are recorded when they are incurred, not when they are paid. Okay, so this is about the thing. So as I said you, it's a simple meaning, so don't worry about the stuffings. So you can compare with the cash account as well as the accrual account. So record income when you are receive it, obviously there won't be any due date for the cash basis, you will be getting immediately and you'll be going to record that. Record and expense, here income also you'll be going to receive immediately, expenses also you're going to pay immediately, so that is you're going to record in your books as a cash accounting. Okay, when it comes to accrual accounting means you'll be receiving later, record when you earn it. So when you earn it means, so whenever you'll be getting a cash in hand, so in that particular time you'll be going to record that. Okay, so because just take it as example, newspaper you'll be 1 month later only you'll be getting a bill, so then only you'll be going to pay that. So in that particular period you'll be going to record that, and record when the expenses, when it incur it means when you're going to receive that, then only you'll be going to expenses you are incurring, you're experiencing means you are in that particular time you're going to pay for that. Okay, it is income and it's a expenses, both the things you're going to record it under the accrual. Okay, paying, getting a benefit, later you will be going to pay, and from the other vendor or from the other customers you'll be getting the income later. So that is what about the accrual account. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, next we have a adjustment entry, outstanding expenses. So what do you mean by outstanding expenses? Any idea? Yes, exactly. So it is also adjustment entries. I can give the best example as a, just take it as example. So this month's salary has to paid on March 1st, but unfortunately they didn't paid on time. So the due date was 1st March, but they paid me on April 2nd. So this will be known as the outstanding expenses. Understood, Banu?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So you can see, we'll go with the examples. You can see that an expenses that is a due but not has been paid. Okay, that is a due but not has been paid. Company has taken the benefit but the amount is not paid. So that is what a example for the outstanding expenses. You can see that outstanding rent, outstanding salary, outstanding wages, outstanding subscription. It and all will be known as a outstanding expenses. Is that clear? Okay, for that journal entry, they have given clearly, guys. You can see that if it is due means you can see debit increases here, so expenses increases and credit increase in the liability. Okay, so because which is regular in nature, so that's why it's in you are going to record it in the liabilities. So journal entry for the outstanding expenses, if it is due means expenses account debited to outstanding expenses account. And if you're when your the payment is made means the transaction will be going to change outstanding expenses account data to bank account. So this is very very important question will be asked by the interviewer, so please make a note of this. You can take a snapshot of this.
Ma'am, why don't you send this PPT for us, please?
No, we don't have that access.
Okay.
Yes,
So, but if we want any written notes or something like that,
you'll be having as a workbook will be there in the e-learnings LMS access. You
okay.
can go ahead with that.
Mm,
Okay, but PPT won't be sent. Okay,
okay.
fine. So let us go ahead with the next. So here you can see for the rent, they are given the example also. For example, rent due for the payment on 30th November. So the due date was 30th November, but the payment was made on 15th December. Okay, you can see that. So when the rent due, rent account will be debit and rent payable account will be going to credit. Okay, since still it is not paid, the due date is already it's over. Okay, and rent if the payment has made means rent payable account debited to bank account. So this is also important. If you want, you can make a note. So debit is increased and expenses and credit in the payable account. So journal entries, if you could not understand means please make a note and try to work on that. Okay. So it's a easy actually. So based on you how you're going to work, it depends on that. Okay. Okay, another example they have given salary payable to the employees for the month of March but paid in April. So they paid in the month of April. So you can see the transaction here when salary is due. Okay, still the due date has already is done means so salary account will be debited and salary payable account will be going to be credit. And if the salary is paid means salary payable account debited to bank account. Okay, so your salary will be shown as the expenses because we'll be it's the expenses for us. You have to think from your point. You will be going to record in the profit and loss account, and salary payable will be as shown as a current liability. So you'll be going to record it under the balance sheet. Okay, is that clear, Banu?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next we have adjustment entry, prepaid expenses. Okay, prepaid is nothing that paying in advance. So insurance and all will be paying in life insurance. You'll be knowing that will be paying in advance. So later we'll be going to get a benefit. Am I right? So yearly once or a 6 months once will be paying in advance. So and in bulkly with the interest will be going to get later. Am I right? And also you'll be knowing that currency subscription. So these and all the things will be paying in advance and later we'll be getting a benefit. That is what a prepaid expenses. Okay, so you can see that prepaid expenses are expenses that are not due but paid in advance. Advancely you'll be going to pay expenses that are paid in the current accounting year. The expenses what you are going to do, you are going to pay in the current year, but the benefit which you will be going to receive in the next accounting period. So as life insurance and all will be going to receive later. So that is what exactly mean by this. So you can see the accounting treatment. So since we are paying in advance, the transaction will be prepaid expenses account debit and to cash or bank account will be going to be credit. So if it is an adjustment, means if you want to revise that, like if you want to bifurcate that amount into, like just take it as example for 1 year if you have recharged. Okay, for 1 year if you are recharged means obviously what you are going to do, you are going to bifurcate that amount for 1,000 rupees. Just take it as example, 1,000 pack will be there as 1,000 rupees. So you are going to bifurcate 1 month how much the cost is that takes. So that is how it will be the, that will be call it as a adjustment entry. You are going to bifurcate and you are going to cross verify. Okay, so the transaction will be expenses account will be debit and prepaid expenses account will be going to be credit. Is that clear? Please make a note, journal entries and all. It's very important. Bhanupriya, are you getting?
Yeah, some things I'm getting, some things I'm not getting.
What you are not getting?
Mm, I don't know. I'm so sorry because I'm getting too much of confusion. Like this prepaid expense, this journal entry, what you have written.
ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾಕ್ದಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು.
ಹಾ, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು.
ಓಕೆ,
ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಈ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಆರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರಿವರ್ಸ್. ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಬೈಫೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನೇನೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಸೊ ಏನು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ತರ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಬಾನು,
ಯಾ,
ಇನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಹಾ, ಹೇಳಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ.
ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದ್ಯೋ ನನ್ಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಓ ಮೈ ಗಾಡ್, ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು? Okay, here they have given the example. If, I think hope you will be understanding by seeing this. So, okay, the insurance premium of rupees 6,000 is paid for 1 year. Okay, 1 year they have paid 6,000. 6,000 insurance na 1 year ge pay ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, so you can see 1st January 2021 and the accounting year closes on 31st March. So here on 1st ಮತ್ತೆ 31st 3 ತಿಂಗಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ 1 year ಗೆ ಅವರು ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಯರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಪೇಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 year ಶಾಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್. 1 year ಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. At the end of the year, the rent for 3 months will be due. The remaining will be carry forward for as a prepaid expenses. So ಈ 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇತ್ತು ನೋಡಿ, ಜಾನ್ ಫೆಬ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಜಾನ್ ಫೆಬ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್. ಈ 3 ತಿಂಗಳದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ. 1 ಇಯರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಇಯರ್ ತಾನೇ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 3 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ. ಸೊ 1 ಇಯರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2021 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಸೊ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 6,000. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್? ಸೊ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು? 6,000 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 12 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್?
6 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 6,000. 6 divided by
6,000 divided by 12.
2,200 rupees
ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್ 200 ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 12 ಕಣ.
6,000 divided by 12 is 200.
Are you sure? ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 500. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್? Yes, 500 rupees. The journal entry when the insurance premium amount is due. ಸೊ 3 ಮಂತ್ಗೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 31st 2021ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ಜಾನ್ಗೆ 500, ಫೆಬ್ಗೆ 500, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ಗೆ 500. ಈ 3 ತಿಂಗಳದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ನ 1 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್?
ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6,000 ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 1 ಇಯರ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಪೇಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 ಇಯರ್ ಆನ್ 1st January 2024 ದ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆನ್ 31st March. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 31st March ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಜಾನ್, ಫೆಬ್, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 1 ಇಯರ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಈ 3 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ನ ಏನಂತ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 6,000 ಆಡ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು. 1st January 2021ಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 6,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 6,000 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಸೊ ಜಾನ್, ಫೆಬ್, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಆ 3 ತಿಂಗಳದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ 500 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 1,500 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 6,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1,500 ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? 6,000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 5,500
ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಾ? ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಓಕೆ,
ಓಕೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಆ 6,000 ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅದು?
ಯಾವುದು? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು 6,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ರೆಂಟ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಲ್ವೇನೋ ನೀನು? ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರೀಪೇಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು.
ಸರಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಆತರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೇ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮು ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಗಿವಂತ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಗೋ ಹೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಆಡ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ add the amount with the income, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮೆಟ್ ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶಾಟ್ ತೆಗೆದಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ receipt entry. Okay, bank account data to accrued income account going to be credit. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶಾಟ್ ತೆಗೆದಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಝೆಡ್ ಬಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಅರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಅರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 40,000 ಅವನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 40,000 ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ವಿತ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿ, ಸೊ he has investment of 40,000 in which only 35,000 he received. ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ನು ಬರೀ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 35,000 ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, 5,000 ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಲೇಟರ್ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಒಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯಾಗೆ ನಾನು 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅವಳ ಹತ್ರ ಸಾಲ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯಾಗ್ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ತಿಂಗಳು 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ತಿಂಗಳು 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ನಾನು ಇನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನಂತಾರೆ,
ಇನ್ಕಮ್
ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ
ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಮತ್ತಿನೇನು, ಅಕ್ರ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹೂ ಅಂತಿರಲ್ರು, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನ? ಅಕ್ರ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ರ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಲೇಟರ್. ಸೊ ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಹತ್ರ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ನನ್ನ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ಅವಳು ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಅವಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ, ಅವಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾಳೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಳು ನನ್ಗೊಂದು ಡ್ಯೂ ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಈ ತಿಂಗಳು ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಕ್ರ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಲೇಟರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ಲೇಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಮೈ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಲಿ ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಟಾರ್ 5,000 ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ 5,000 ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಮಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯಾ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 5,000 ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ, ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ಅಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಹೆಲೋ ಭಾನು, ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ.
ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್? Okay, so I suggest you all to go ahead with your recordings also, guys. Okay, and also if you have any doubts means you can reach out to us. So please follow the steps. Okay, don't be late for the class and all, so it will be affected on your attendance also. It will be affected, as well as you can't able to go through that particular concept. Will be like if you miss means automatically will be with the next concept means you will like each and every concepts have a chain connection. So if you missed one concept means you won't be getting a next concept. So that's why. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So as I said you that the homework, what you have to do, you have to do the journal entries, ledger and trial balance. So these are the 3 stuffings you guys have to do. Tomorrow you are going to submit. Is that clear? Okay, fine. So now I'll be going to wind up the session. You guys can carry on. So if you want, you can sit and now you can complete the task what and all I have given. So we'll see tomorrow with a new concept. Till then, bye bye. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day. Yes, thank you.